Never on this show. Fear not, Fred Ramirez. That is not what we're here for. But we are here to talk Disney. So hello and welcome to today's Disney Morning Show starring the one, the only Kyle Burbank.
Hello, I forgot to change my sweatshirt. I was going to take off my sweatshirt, but now it's just on.
Is it Disney?
No, it's Super Bowl.
So neither of us are wearing Disney today. And I'm Doobie Mosley. I'm the co-founder of Laughing
I do
Place.
have a Disney. I do have a Spirit jersey on underneath. That's why I was going to take it.
You can change now. Da-na-na-na. I can
It's
do the
okay.
music. Da-na-na-na.
Busy day, Doobie.
I know we're late today. We're never late, but life intrudes sometimes. We're here to talk Disney with you, tell you what's going on in the world of Disney since we did this yesterday and leading up to when we do it again tomorrow. As I said, I'm Doobie Mosley. That's Kyle Burbank. Also joining us today will be our good friend Ethan, and we'll have also, I'm sure, have some contributions from my personal assistant Chatty. But let's get started the way we always do. Guys, we know our place. Do not worry. There will be no political talk here today. That is not what you came here for. The stock price is $98.63, up $2. The whole stock market is up. We're not even going to mention why it's up, but the whole stock market is up today.
It's because the stock market likes certainty. They don't like uncertainty.
That's very true. So if you had put $100 into Disney yesterday at this time, you would be worth $3 million right now. So take a chance in life. Put some money in there. Way to go, Disney. Let's keep it up. Let's get over 100. Woohoo. Let's move on.
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney Weather Report. Once upon a time, not so long ago, Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough, so tough. Gina works the diner all day, working for her man. She brings home her pay, for love, for love. She says, we've got to hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Let's get to the weather. A high wind warning is in effect for Anaheim today as winds of 25 to 35 miles per hour and gusts up to 60 miles per hour are expected. This will likely make their 74-degree high feel a bit cooler, despite the number of holiday decorations increasing. Walt Disney World will be quite warm today, reaching 84 degrees. Once again, Castaway Cay will be windy today with a high of 82. Meanwhile, Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will see some showers today but will then be mostly cloudy, windy, and 82. Disneyland Paris is cloudy again tonight and it's under 50 degrees. Tokyo will be sunny tomorrow but will only hit a high of 62. Shanghai will experience similar conditions, reaching a 64-degree high, although it will be fairly cloudy. Lastly, Hong Kong will see sunshine-filled skies tomorrow along with a 77-degree high. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
All right, let's get started with some hellos. I can't believe Genie Plus Plus. Hello, nice to see you. Freddie Ramirez, JJ, thanks for joining us. Rich Ostry. If you want to go to Disneyland right now for whatever reason, or Disney World, or Disney Cruise, or anything Disney, or frankly, anything fun travel, we invite you to contact our friends over at mousefantravel.com. Tell them Laughing Place sent you. You can even ask for Rich Ostry. Say, hey, Rich, you watch Laughing Place live streams. I watch Laughing Place live streams. Let's be friends. Book my travel for me. We can both benefit from this. So, Mouse Fan Travel, highly recommended. Hello, Nikki B. Hello, Bloom. Okay, let's get started with the return this morning of the Magic Key Pass sales to Disneyland. You may know them as annual passports. Do you think the public now is comfortable enough with Magic Key? They all know what that means. We don't have Kyle.
I don't know, but I mean I just say Magic Key passes.
Yeah, that's fair. It's right. I wonder.
Originally, we avoided using the term pass altogether, and then Disney was like, "No, you could say pass." We're like, "All right."
Sorry, let's try to get that better. And see, it went responsive with that. So now let's change the. This is fun.
So yeah, Magic Key passes go back on sale at 9. No earlier than 9 a.m.
Which is past now. So all 4 are on sale. I'm just checking the Twitterville with my Magic Key search. I see no sign that any are sold out yet. I also see no sign that anyone's gotten through the virtual queue yet, but I'm sure some have. If history is any indication, they will one by one go off. Not necessarily all today, but if you are interested in getting one, do not wait. Get them in. Even though I am making the same build prediction I make every time passes go back on sale, that this is the time they will stay forever. And I will undoubtedly be wrong, as I usually am.
And if you are going to buy one, we do have an article that breaks down the blockout dates. They've announced all of 2025. So you can go to Laughing Place, go to the front page. You'll see a Magic Key logo there, and look at that and just kind of get a quick overview of all of the blockout dates for 2020, the rest of 24, and all of 2025.
Yes, indeed. Next up.
So over in Tokyo, they're going to be celebrating the new year. This is obviously from their last New Year's celebration. So officially, this celebration will go from January 1st to January 13th, but there's a few things that'll be coming out ahead of that. But on for that period of time, they're going to be having New Year's greetings that'll take place at both Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. It'll feature Mickey Mouse and his friends in their traditional Japanese attire. So that's pretty cool. And then also a little bit earlier than that, starting on December 26th, cast members at the park will hand out cards. And so it's Japanese, but I'm going to say Daruma. And the idea is for guests to write their wishes and dreams for the new year on these cards and then carry them as a reminder of their hopes. So those will be handed out starting the 26th. And then, of course, there'll be a ton of merchandise, food, entertainment, all kind of themed around that traditional Japanese style and the Daruma. So that's coming to Tokyo Disney if you happen to be there very early in the new year.
Exciting. I'm guessing you've never done a New Year's at Tokyo.
No, I've only been in the spring and once in the fall. So twice in April and once in October. I recommend April if you're going to go to Tokyo Disney because it's cherry blossom season. It's very lovely.
Oh. I might be there in April. I'm not sure. Next up, the exact opposite of Tokyo Disneyland, and that is Knott's Berry Farm, which is celebrating the holidays this year. Oh, before I continue, I should thank my assistant for our chyrons today. This is my first time. I gave him no feedback yet, so I may need to dial it back. He's a big fan of exclamation points. But just before the show, I'm like, let's do some chyrons today. Let's do some scrolls down there. So I just gave him a URL and said, give me a chyron no more than 100 characters. So that's what we're going with today. Thank you very much, Chatty. Like your work. Knott's Berry Farm has announced their holiday plans, which, I don't know, for some strange reason, don't kick off until November 22nd. I don't know what they're waiting for. Running through January 5th. They have a new thing this season, the 'Tis the Season tree lighting ceremony, which kicks off each evening with dancers, singers, and Snoopy. And then they're returning. They have the Christmas Craft Village, which is actually really, really nice. The Ghost Town Snow and Glow experience, Santa's Christmas Cabin, and lots of performances, including in the Walter Knott Theater, where they have Snoopy's Night Before Christmas ice skating show, which is actually pretty cool. That I like the Walter Knott Theater quite a bit. So if you are going to be in town at Disneyland or you're a local, consider taking a day to go over to Knott's Berry Farm and experience the holidays a little more low-key, but tons and tons of fun. Knott's Berry Farm is a really fun park to check out if you've never been there.
Next up, the incredibly popular game Fall Guys is adding some Monsters Inc. character skins that you'll be able to purchase, unfortunately. They teased a Mike Wazowski one, Sully, and Boo. These will be coming to the Blunder Dome on Thursday, tomorrow. And you'll be able to purchase those. Maxon does warn that they refresh their shop pretty often. So if you want these, make sure you get them relatively soon.
All right. You have not played Fall Guy, I'm guessing.
No, have you?
I thought it was a movie, so I'm extra confused.
That it's also a movie, but I don't know if they're connected or not, honestly. Geo has to know.
I did not see Steve Majors in that little promo video. Steve Majors, an astronaut. No. What's his name?
Well, wasn't there a Ryan Gosling movie recently?
Yeah, that was actually a very good movie. I can't think of Steve Majors' real name. It's not Steve Majors. It's Steve Austin and Lee Majors. That's why I couldn't think of his real name. Steve Austin's the character. Lee Majors is the actor.
It's going great. Going great, Doobie.
It was a late night. What can I tell you? And finally, the National Roller Coaster Museum and Archives, TIL. There is a National Roller Coaster Museum and
Well,
Archives.
it's not totally built yet, so that you'd be forgiven.
They have accepted 2 new entries into their ride vehicle collections. First up, we have this. Would you have recognized this, Kyle?
100%. That is Astro
Yeah.
Blasters from Disney Quest. That might be the attraction that I've had the most fun on in my life. The first time I went on it, I had a blast. I was so enthralled. Like, Becca drove, I got to shoot the cannon. This was like before Becca and I were even I don't think we were actually a couple yet. And yeah, I enjoyed it so much.
I mean, Disney Quest by now has been gone for years and years. Perhaps you can tell the people how did this ride work?
Yeah, so you're in these cars that you could drive around, kind of like bumper cars, except that see the cannon on the front. You'd start with some balls, and then you could also roll over some, and it would get picked up, and you could fire them at the other vehicles. So you see the little blast zone on the side there. It would rattle. I felt a little bit bad. I shot some, and the people were quite like startled, like But yeah, it is just a ton of fun. It's ridiculous that they gave it the same name as the Disneyland ride. That's the weird part. But yeah, tons of fun.
Yeah, this is a video of it from Jeff Lang / Mouse Steps. So, yeah, so they got a ride vehicle. Sorry, let me get back over here. And they also have added a vehicle from Magic Kingdom's now closed, Snow White's Scary Adventures.
I would have noticed that one, recognized that one too.
Which is my choice for the most fun I've ever had on a Disney attraction. No, just kidding. But it is cool. I think I've only done Astro Blasters maybe once. I've watched it so many times. Gideon used to love to go to Disney Quest. We'd just go up to the upper level and just sit up there and watch it forever. He would watch it run, and then during loading time, he would go and play some silly kids game, and then back and watch it run. Good times. I miss having a very young kid. I really do. I'm going to cry now.
We can shrink him, or you could have another one. Either way.
I'm 53. So
Okay.
that's not an option. I'm 53 years old. We have a kid at 53 years old.
Okay. Apparently you are not familiar with Hollywood at all.
All right, we are done with what's happening.
Oh, we're not gonna. Oh, okay.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
All right, so we are. Sorry, I didn't intend to do that every day, and I forgot to mark not today. So, all right, so this is the Lego Star Wars Stormtrooper. Try again. Lego Star Wars Stormtrooper Mech building set number 57370 with speed build. Do I know what speed build means? No, I don't.
Well, what do you think? Do you know what the word build means?
Yeah, it means to.
You know what the
take
word
nothing
speed means?
And turn to something. Speed means fast.
Okay, so what do you think speed building is?
In the context of this, I have no idea.
Building quickly.
How does that work?
You go fast. You try real hard.
But it makes it seem like that's a feature of the set.
I think he is speed building it himself, or with speed build. I don't know.
All right,
You're
if
right.
that's the
Maybe
case, then that's fine. Although this isn't running at double speed like you sometimes. Oh, well, there we go. There's a speed build. Okay, I think we're on the same page now. Anyway, this is Michael Celestino. You may recognize his hands. You think they're Costanzas, but they're not. They're Mike Celestino's, and he built this for us, and he also did a review. So I asked my buddy, this is the Stormtrooper Mech building set. It's from Disney Consumer Products. They previously released the Darth Vader Mech and the Luke Skywalker X-Wing Mech. It's 138 pieces. It's $15.70. He wrote a review of it. Chatty summarized that review for us. This is what Chatty had to say. In his review, Mike Celestino praises the LEGO Star Wars Stormtrooper Mech for its detailed design, playability, and value as a fun gift for young Star Wars fans. He highlights its unique blaster and articulation, along with the addition of a female Stormtrooper minifigure. He would likely rate it an 8 out of 10. So there you go.
So are you saying that if Mike and George Costanza, aka Jason Alexander, were next to each other, they could be like hand twins.
I
And then
think they could be.
sing, "This hand is your hand, this hand is my hand. No, wait, that's your hand. No, wait, that's my hand."
So we show Mike Celestino building often enough that can you clip that so we can play that whenever we have his hands?
We talked about working that into the show, and I found a way to do it as you just steamrolled over it. So
I'm sorry.
originally, not now. Okay.
And the rest.
All right, and the rest. Oh, you know what these banners could use?
Hotkeys.
All right, Disney's Glisten, which is
Keep the
coming
cool side
to-
cool, the hotkey side hot.
coming to not Hollywood Nights, but Jollywood Nights at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which is a 5-hour after-hours ticket event, November 9th through December 21st on selected days. They announced that they're adding a Glisten skating rink, right?
A skating show, and this is the
Okay, that's
rink
what.
in
See, I
progress.
didn't write this down. I wasn't sure if it was a rink or a show. It is a skating show. Thank you very much. And this is where it's going to be going. You can see they're starting to get it underway here. And I guess the first one is just 3 days away, so this should be done pretty fast.
You would think.
Tony Baxter, who is a Disney legend and a good friend of mine, he just doesn't know it, is no. I know
You got
Tony.
me for a second. I was like, oh, you know him too.
I think Tony would know my name if he. No, I can't imagine. I'm sure Tony would know who I am if he saw me, but no, we're nothing resembling friends. Not because there's any animosity. We just don't know each other that well. Anyway, he is going to be up in my neck of the woods. Maybe I'll go down there and maybe I will go down there and try to make friends with him. He is going to be at Stage Night Entertainment in Old Sacramento Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. He's going to be meeting and greeting with fans. There's no charge. And he will be available to sign purchase copies of his new artwork releases from Disney Fine Art Portfolio. Those are Tyrolean Fantasy, which is inspired by Pinocchio. Do we have pictures of those here? Let's see. We don't. And they are Steps of St. Paul, inspired by Mary Poppins. And there will also be a selection of authentic props from timeless Disneyland attractions associated with him, available for purchase by enthusiasts looking to add to their collections. Again, Stage Night Entertainment, Saturday, Old Sacramento, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Is Old Sacramento just an old town section of Sacramento, or is it a separate city?
I believe it is an old town section of Sacramento. I'm not a Sacramento aficionado, but I'm pretty sure.
Old Sacktown.
Thank you, Tony. Nice to see you, Tony. I think you're next. I hope you're next.
I am. So E60, which is kind of like 30 for 30, but a different series of films or mini shorter documentaries, is going to be honoring Veterans Day, which is on next Monday. Ahead of that, they're going to be debuting a new episode called Pat Tillman, Life, Death, Legacy. That'll air on November 7th at 7 p.m. on ESPN and will be available on ESPN Plus afterwards. It's been 20 years reporting and do interviews and just kind of talk about his life. And if you're not familiar, he was an NFL player who turned down a big contract renewal and went to Afghanistan to fight and was unfortunately killed by friendly fire. So Cardinals legend, I think they actually have a statue of him at their stadium. And we'll have more about his story and perfect timing with Veterans Day. And
I did see we had a late up on how ESPN will be honoring veterans starting on the 7th, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I just want to make a quick mention of that. And finally,
you can hear a new song from Moana 2 if you're listening to Sirius XM today, Disney Hits channel 133, I believe. It'll be playing all day, every hour. And as Tony notes, this is the I Want song from the film and is already one of the ones that they've submitted for Oscar consideration. So surely it'll be on streaming probably Friday would be my guess. But in the meantime, you can listen to it exclusively on SiriusXM. And then
as we go around LP and let you know what's going on around the site, that stuff does not necessarily we cover here. Yesterday, of course. Dang it. It's not that hard, Doobie. Whoa, that's weird.
We line up.
Yesterday, yeah, that's my wife and your wife. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yesterday, our wives did Barely Necessities.
Now, why is her color? Why is her white balance so much better than yours?
Do we really have
Look
to
at the
ask
color
that
of the
question,
brick behind her and the brick behind you.
Kyle? Do we really have to ask that question, Kyle?
We
Is there
do.
perhaps a difference in the subject as to why that might occur?
Other lighting. It's not just or a different camera too, huh? You're probably using a different computer.
It is a different camera. Yes.
Okay.
But I think other things play a factor.
Some factor, but not that much of a factor.
Okay. Anyway, those are our wives, Rebecca and Becca. They do a show every Tuesday at 4 p.m. The Disney Merchandise Show. They did one yesterday. They talked about things like Toy Story and Shoe Place coming together, Gingerbread Collection, which you're looking at right now, Disney Oreo, which is very exciting. So much more, of course. So go check that out on our YouTube channel. They do this every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. You can be a part of it if you want to be. Kind of fun. I know we do a ton of live shows here, and I'm going to try to... I always look at YouTube to see what new videos we have to make sure I can showcase them in the Round LP, but the live is in a different section, and I don't even think of that. So I thought of that today, try to make sure we do that.
Well, we'll feature it again tomorrow, but I will say, and I should have mentioned this when I did the Moana 2 story, but Benjamin did an interview with the two songwriters from Moana 2, so the video interview will be up very shortly after this show, and then we'll also have the transcript if you want to read the interview later today. And again, we'll probably talk about this tomorrow. But in the meantime,
the fun stuff.
All right, Kai, this is the first. I had nothing really for fun stuff today. I wanted to surprise you with this, but unfortunately I labeled it surprise, which did not help. So we're going to play Hangman right here. This is a Hangman game that I'm developing for Lasting Place. It's not open to the public yet. It may never be. I develop a lot of stuff that never actually happened.
I think I still play the old one, though, right?
You can still play the old one, yes. But this one is playable right now, so let us... all we know is it's something Disney. The picture has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to get...
I'd like to buy an E.
Here. Okay, and... So Kyle is going to try to solve this. We've got 3 E's. Look at that. Look at that.
Right.
Look at that UI.
S.
I do not know what this is, by the way.
L. No L. Okay, T.
Fading away.
What's
Future
fading
stop.
away? Did you
The
put
picture,
T?
like, it fades away slowly. Oh, I didn't hear you say T, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you got that one.
R.
Oh, I got it.
O.
Oh, no.
A. Oh, I got it. It's can I oh wait, do I? I
know
do.
the first
Main Street
word.
Cinema.
Main Street Cinema. There you go. Way to go, Kyle. Congratulations. You
Are all
win
of the
what Chewbacca
gift
could not
combinations
get.
connected?
No, totally random. Just happened to
Oh,
come.
okay. It just happened to be 2 Star Wars ones. I was like, hey,
That
look at you.
makes sense. Let me write that down. All right, this is the portion of the show where Kyle shows off his vast collection of Disney history knowledge by guessing what happened on this day in Disney history. On this day in 1998. What did I do? Oh my goodness. Sorry, give me a second. I'm an idiot. That goes black. That goes white. Now I can read it. On this day in 1980. I can't read it at all. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right.
It's okay.
On this day in 1988, an actress was born. Her main Disney credit is Cruella de Vil.
1988?
Born in 1988.
Oh, Emma Stone?
Emma Stone is right. Kyle is 1 for 1. Happy birthday, Emma Stone. You're
And star of
34.
several Searchlight films.
36. Really? Like what?
Like the one she won an Oscar for last year.
Shakespeare in Love?
Yep, that's the one. Gwyneth Paltrow.
On this day in 2001, Disney made an acquisition.
2001. An acquisition.
Yes, all true. You've restated the question accurately.
Seems like a
Would you like
thing
to
I
know its
should know,
country of
right?
origin?
Yeah, because I feel like this would be after ABC, but before Pixar, right?
It's a level below those.
A level below. Club Penguin. No,
It's at that level. But not Club Penguin.
is it Go.com?
No, that's a major acquisition.
Oh, okay. I thought. Give me a hint. I don't know how you can give me a hint, but give me a hint. No hint? Okay.
Sorry, had to answer real life. Give you a hint. An award-winning creator of highly innovative media products, toys, and books for babies and toddlers.
I still don't know.
Still don't know. It was not ESPN, Fred Ramirez. It was Baby Einstein.
Oh, a thing I learned that we owned.
I think something has happened between then and now that I think there are issues with that acquisition. All right. And on this day, this is not one for Kyle to guess, but on this day in 2007, we had the tragic occurrence. And I do mean tragic because it was very shocking that Bruce Gordon, one of the most fan-friendly Imagineers of all time, author of The Nickel Tour, worked on Splash Mountain, Pooh, at Disneyland, Tarzan's Treehouse. He suddenly passed away at the age of only 56 years old. So sad to see him go way back in 2007, Bruce Gordon. Anything going on, Kyle?
I'm looking at the Parks blog. I'm not seeing anything. Let me try to check.
I see someone was able to purchase a Magic Key. That's nice.
Good for them. Very exciting news. You can okay. Phew. I thought that this Walt Disney quote. I thought that Walt Disney Family Museum was putting out an "If you can dream it, you can do it" quote, but it's not that. It's a different quote. It's okay.
About to have to get on our high horse.
Crisis averted. Yeah, not seeing anything. I think that's it for this busy Wednesday.
Coming in at less than 30 minutes. Let us close this out, Kyle. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you tomorrow.